California is now a sanctuary state, and the acting ICE director, Tom Homan, says people who live there better hold on tight.
At least 50% of these criminal aliens being released back into the public will reoffend the first year. 75% will reoffend within 5 years. This is a victimization of the American community. This isn't the America I grew up in. We got to take these sanctuary cities on. We got to take them to court, and we got to start charging some of these politicians with crimes.
Well, here to react is Don Rosenberg, whose son Drew was killed by an illegal immigrant in California in 2002. Or 2010, I should say. Thank you so much, Don, for joining us. For folks at home that aren't familiar with your son's story, what happened to Drew?
Well, Ainsley, first, thanks so much for having me. Drew was on his way home. He was in law school. He was on his way home one evening when Roberto Gallo made a last-second left-hand turn. They collided. Instead of stopping, Gallo accelerated and drove back and forth over him three times, killing him trying to flee.
Wow. So what about Roberto Gallo? Did he have a long rap sheet? Had he been in trouble before? And what happened to him afterwards?
Well, actually, he did not. He had been in the country for 11 years illegally. He did go to trial, although the charge was reduced from a felony hit and run to a vehicular manslaughter. He was convicted. USCIS refused to deport him. Took me about 8 months. I finally got him deported. And as far as I know now, he's back in Honduras.
All right, so what did you think what was your reaction when your governor, the Golden State governor, said to the 2.3 million illegal immigrants that live in California, you know what, it doesn't matter what your crimes are, you can stay, you're illegal, we'll let you stay here. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I mean, this has been going on for years, and it certainly, wasn't unexpected on my part, but, it's furious, and I'm waiting now for the Justice Department to go after these guys. It's not just outrageous what they're doing, it's illegal. And it's, he made a comment when he signed the bill that, this was a balance of public safety versus reducing the fear of those here illegally. Well, first of all, there's no balance between criminals and public safety.
What about reducing the fear of all the moms and dads in the state of California that fear? I mean, that's a parent's biggest nightmare, biggest fear is what you're going through.
Oh, absolutely. Look, even to this day, when, if the phone rings at an off hour, or if, neither of my kids are in the house anymore, one's in college and one's graduated, but, they don't connect back to us. We send them a text or something. It's just immediate fear of what's happening. But, yeah, everybody should be fearful. And, a matter of fact, those people that are here illegally and haven't committed other crimes should be fearful, too, because they weren't in a target to be deported, but now they're going to be if these people aren't turned over in jails and are set free, and then ICE has to go after them.
So, Don, I know you've been in touch with Tom Homan, the ICE director of Sanctuary Cities, who is not in favor of this. If the president is watching this morning, or if the governor of California is watching and up pretty early, what's your message to them?
My message is very simple. It's, we have laws, and that's what made this country a great country. And those laws have to be followed, particularly when they're so deadly. There's over 52,000 in 2016. There were over 52,000 illegal aliens in prison. And collectively, they committed about 400,000 crimes, not all in 2016. That's a major, major problem, and they need to do something about it. I will tell you that I'm working with some other people, and we hope to file an initiative by the end of this week that would repeal the sanctuary state law and add in some legislation or some verbiage to actually require law enforcement to cooperate with ICE. And if anybody's interested, they can go to fightsanctuarystate.com. We need people's help. We need people's donations. This is going to be a tough fight, even though the public is supportive of us. But getting the signatures and, is a tough thing to do. So, again, that's fightsanctuarystate.com. And we welcome help from all over the country, because whatever starts in California ends up going across the nation. So if we can defeat it here, it'll be a lot harder for it to take hold someplace else.
Yeah, there's your son, who was a law-abiding citizen in law school, had so much to contribute to our great country, and he's no longer. I'm really sorry for your loss.
Thanks you so much. He was a great kid,
yeah.
And we miss him every second.
I am sure. Gosh, God bless your family. Thank you.
Thank you.